Mark in Nashville next up on 3HL. What's up, Mark?
Hey, I got two of the dumb stories to share with you guys.
We love dumb stories. Bring it.
Well, one was how MTSU is in the news. Nadine Gate is backpedaling about not getting in a Conference USA. Chris Massaro saying how quiet everything was and featured it was. And then another one was a real funny one that I read today in the Fox News about this guy. How stupid is this, Clay? A guy robbed a police station, and I had to double take just to make sure. Real story. So,
he went in with a gun to rob the police station? That is questionable decision making.
You guys can look it up. I know you.
He must be a Kentucky fan.
You got a little confused there.
That had to happen in Kentucky. Probably wearing UK gear.
Is that real? A guy walks into a police station, tries to, what's he going to take? They have like petty cash lying around or something? I mean, what's going on here?
I don't know. He thought it was the bank.
That's at least a fair fight. Like the guy who had the bomb in his underwear? That's not a fair fight. At least they can see him coming.
Lots of guys have, never mind.
Uh-oh.
Is that what happened?
This is when you can start to question, not that you really question the sanity of a terrorist. They're clearly insane.
Well, yeah.
But
that's why I don't understand the whole insanity defense. Like, if you kill someone, you're crazy.
I think a lot of people who aren't crazy could kill somebody. What's the Chris Rock line? I'm not saying I'd do it but I'd understand. I mean, there are a lot of people who commit murder that I'd be like, okay, I can see how that happened. But but
you have to be crazy, right? To kill somebody?
I don't think so.
Because if somebody did something, kill my son or something, I wouldn't say it. The retaliation would be pretty severe.
Well, yeah. That's
So everybody.
you got me on that one.
I think everybody has breaking points. Some people's breaking points now are some people's breaking points. If somebody cuts you off, we always have this conversation. Somebody cuts you off the interstate and you shoot at their car, not a good move. When I was a kid,
that is an issue.
When I was a kid,
that happened to you?
No, but I've been shot at. When I was a kid, rolling somebody.
I forgot about that.
Kid, yeah, but the other guy.
And
you got shot at.
17 years old, rolling a house. Shot at twice. The car was hit twice.
The car was hit?
Yeah, while we're in it.
They said that freaking Clay Travis.
That's close to death, my friend.
Yes. And, I mean, you're 17. Do you think that most robbers show up at houses? This was his defense. We thought you were robbing the house. With toilet paper in their hands and throw it in the trees beforehand? I want to go ahead. Before I go into this house and steal something, I'm going to take white toilet paper, run around, throw it in trees. And then we're going to go inside.
Create as much of a stir as possible.
As much of a notice as possible. Also took foghorns and laser light show. Just to make sure people knew we were going to rob the house.
Did the guy get arrested?
Did he tell us the backstory? Did he tell you, forewarn you guys don't be coming in this yard?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't his yard.
Oh.
It wasn't, no. It was across the street.
Oh, well, he was just playing.
Crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. If you
Did he get arrested?
No. I think you had probation. I don't remember.
That's attempted murder.
Yeah, he should have gone to jail for the rest of his life, in my opinion. If you shoot a car with teenagers in it, you should go to jail for the rest of your life. Because the only reason you didn't kill them was because you weren't a good enough shot, not because you didn't intend to.
Or the car got in the way.
Maybe he shot just to scare you.
By hitting the car? That certainly was a good move.
Maybe he's really a good shot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He was aiming for the tire one time, then the back window. So
his neighbor told him to watch out for his house.
And he shot it. Well, if somebody's fleeing, then you're safe. The other thing about this is, when all these terrorists are sitting around and they're designing explosive underwear, do any of them just sit there and say, we're all crazy. We are all insane. We are sitting here designing explosive underwear.
No, they don't think they're crazy because they're all thinking the same.
Like, I understand if
they think we're crazy. Like,
exactly.
That's why they're trying to blow us up with underwear.
They don't think we're crazy. They think we're evil. But at some point, if you had any intelligence whatsoever, or any semblance of knowledge, wouldn't you sit there?
Intelligent if they can create a bomb.
If there are people sitting around a table designing explosive underpants, wouldn't somebody be like, can you believe that we're doing this? Do they make jokes?
No, they're passionate about what they're doing.
Like, you don't think there's like a take a step back moment in that group?
Like, is there a funny terrorist? No. Like, if you're hanging out with terrorists, could a terrorist make you laugh? Like, do they have good senses of humor? Like, in theory, that would be a funny time, right? If the four of us were terrorists and we had explosive underwear and we were designing it, to me, the funniest thing about it is nobody's making a joke. You are crazy if you're making explosive underpants and nobody thinks it's funny.
With that, we go to break. That's hour number one in the books. 3HL 1045 The Zone.